Rahu in 9th house in Sagittarius Ascendant. Rahu in 9th house. The placement of Rahu in the horoscope chart is many times a harsh placement which is believed to bring adverse impacts for most of the times. Here in 9th house also Rahu would bring some adverse impacts as leaving some negative shades upon the native's life. The natives of this placement of Rahu in 9th house would be quite unstable at the core and would lack at the true understanding of life and the world. They would not be completely true and honest from the core, due to which they would confront some hurdles and difficulties in life. Besides this, the natives of this placement won't possess good relations with people around or would have only few relations in life. The people of this placement of Rahu in 9th house would be somewhat against spirituality and won't be truly believe upon divine presence, besides which they are far away from the arena of philosophy. They could even be found upon the immoral path, while in truth they themselves won't be able to see the difference between the wrong and right. The natives born with Rahu in 9th house would receive benefits and reduction in malefic effects of Rahu if they would maintain strong and pleasing relations with brothers and sisters and would keep them near. Besides this, not being spiritual would also affect the progeny of the native in an adverse way, and her progeny would appear to be useless for the person. These natives are advised to pursue the professions associated with Saturn, as that will take them towards great heights. The placement of Jupiter in 5th and 11th bhava along with this placement would leave the native deserted from the positive impacts of Jupiter, besides which the malefic placement of Rahu in 9th house would create much impediments in having a son, and that would be further enhanced if he or she would file any court case against anyone in blood relation. The empty 1st and 9th bhava would bring some health problems to the person and would bring lack of peace of mind, besides which it can bring defamation to the person and insult, especially from elders. These people should put a saffron tilak overhead as a daily routine in the morning and should wear gold for betterment. They should keep a dog at home for reducing the malefic effects of Rahu and should keep pleasant relations with the in-laws for benefic impacts upon one's life. Rahu in Leo. Rahu shares an inimical relationship with Sun, which is why their conjunction is also held to bring negative results in Vedic astrology. Leo is ruled by Sun, so naturally when Rahu would be placed in the sign of enemy planet, the results might not be favorable. Leo is a fire sign. Fire means aggression, desire, passion and ambition. Rahu aggravates all these in the native. These people also have a strong desire to get their ethics and beliefs recognized and admired. Rahu in Leo often detaches the native from family. Moreover, such a person also shares misunderstandings and clash of opinions with father. These people make good strategists though. They have impressive intellect and sharp mind. They are intelligent but can be shrewd at times. Ego and self-interest are high in these people. They face problems with children and progeny matters too. They like to travel in forest and wild places. They are good debaters too and are quite valorous like a lion. Rahu in 10th house in Sagittarius Ascendant. Rahu in 10th house. The shadow planet Rahu is well-known malefic presence of astrological arena, as it many times brings harshness and difficulties in the native's life. The placement of Rahu in 10th house could either be positive or negative, as depending upon the placement of Saturn, the ruler of 10th house in the horoscope chart, though some hurdles will definitely present in the path. The positive placement of Rahu in 10th house would bless the person with strong affluence and respect in life, which would be admirably long and blissful throughout, though they could confront some obstacles in their path. Besides this, the presence of moon along with Rahu in 10th house would bring Raj Yoga to the native, and he or she would appear to be luck for the father. The malefic presence of Rahu in the 10th house would bring her much difficulties in the path of career and finance, and could also result in defamation. These people would have some enemies around. This placement would result in the bad health of the native and native's mother. Besides this, the placement of moon in 4th bhava along with this placement would result in the eye problems to the person. These people would face headache problems and would confront financial losses, as especially from a dark complexion person. The people born with Rahu in 10th bhava should always keep their head covered, as it will save them from the malefic effects of Rahu. They can use blue or black colored caps. They should serve and feed blind people and should offer 4 kilograms canned in a sacred place or flowing water, as it would reduce the negative impacts to the great extent. Rahu in Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, an airy planet. Rahu is also airy, but here, it is placed in an earth sign. Since the relationship between Mercury and Rahu is positive, Rahu's air continues to push the native to go higher, but Virgo's earth element also keeps the native grounded at the same time. Rahu is the Karaka of skill, while Mercury is associated with wit and intelligence. Such people do well in the field of management. Rahu here also gives a strong desire to earn name and fame in life. Such people have a lot of courage and determination. They do not get afraid of enemies either and are usually victorious. Such people, however, suffer on the health front at times. Their communication and argumentative abilities make them great at debates and negotiation. These people face all the challenges head-on. Rahu in Virgo also gives the native the skills of a politician. These people tend to enjoy a position in authority and government. Chances of starting own business also exist. Such people can also do well as writers. However, their journey to success is not always smooth and some bumps are likely. Rahu in 11th house in Sagittarius Ascendant. Rahu in 11th house. The shadow planet Rahu is one of the most adverse celestial presence, which in general perceived to leave adverse impacts, though planetary placements could bring some variations in the same. The arrival of Rahu in 11th house would bestow the native with good wealth and social stature upon land. The natives born with this placement of Rahu in 11th house would have a strong presence, but that may not be much respected in the social arena, besides which they could also possess some enemies around in their enclosure, and some of their friends could be wicked and deceitful. Though these people would be acquainted to many, but they will not possess very strong relations or will have only few of them. The people born under this placement of Rahu in 11th house would receive the impacts of both Saturn and Jupiter as well. They would remain rich till the time their fathers would be alive and would receive money from mean people in life. These natives are advised to wear gold in the neck after the death of father, as it would keep them away from the adverse impacts. Besides this, the malefic placement of Mars in the horoscope chart would destroy everything later in life, though he or she would possess all the good things while birth. They will confront some health problems comprising diseases associated with ear, urinary system and spine, and could have losses in the business associated with Ketu. The malefic placement of Rahu in 11th house would result in the bad relationships of the native with the father, and that could even be bitter of the bitter. Besides this, these people should wear iron in some form and drink water in a silver glass if the planet Jupiter and Saturn get placed over the 3rd or 11th bhava. Placement of Ketu in 5th bhava would further enhance the adverse impacts upon the native. The natives of this placement should never receive electric equipments and gifts, and should stay away from blue sapphire, ivory or toys in the shape of elephant. Rahu in Libra. Rahu is the master of manipulation, tact, secrecy and illusion. Libra is a sign that represents balance. Libra is ruled by Venus, which shares an average relationship with Rahu. Both Venus and Rahu are airy planets. Due to placement in friendly sign, Rahu here increases one's desire for balance. Rahu makes the native skillful in manipulation while still maintaining a balance in life. Rahu in Libra gives the native detachment from elders of the family. Such a person tends to experience problems in life, especially in relationships. Loss of land and property is possible too with this position of Rahu. While Rahu in Libra makes the person tactful, it is not good for love and married life. Such a person tends to be dominating and destructive in love. Lack of trust and loyalty persists in their relationships. Such people suffer from a sense of dissatisfaction in their love life. Moreover, they are also prone to moral depravity. Rahu in 12th house in Sagittarius Ascendant. Rahu in 12th house. The Rahu is one of the adverse placements of the celestial arena, as it brings negative impacts upon the native's life for most of the times. Placement of Rahu in 12th house would bring some harshness to the native's life, as this is quite a negative placement in the horoscope chart. The natives born with Rahu in 12th house would confront high mental pressure to the native's life, and he or she could have insomnia. This placement makes the native have high expenditure upon the sisters and daughters, and which could be another reason for mental stress to the native. Besides this, if Rahu gets placed along with its enemies, then it would be more difficult to earn good labor and to keep the finances balanced even after giving the best of hard work and efforts. Life of these natives could be harsh and difficult till the extent of miseries and agonies leading towards the thoughts of suicide. They will have high mental worries in due to this placement. The natives of this placement of Rahu in 12th house should stay upon the true and loyal path and should keep his soul pure and attitude as moral, because lying and deceiving would bring very adverse impacts to the native's life, as it will turn Rahu more malefic for these people. Besides this, if anyone would sneeze at the beginning of any work, then that would result malefic for these natives. They could confront unfair and untrue allegations and could have loss of money and diseases. The placement of Mars along with Rahu would provide pleasing results. The natives of this placement of Rahu in 12th house should never take services from others and should take their meals by themselves. These people should keep sonf and cant under the pillow in the nights for the peace of mind and good sleeps. Rahu in Scorpio. Scorpio is a sign of Mars, which is usually inimical towards Rahu. Scorpio is a sign associated with secrecy and mystery, and Rahu is also the master of confidential information and secret knowledge. When Rahu is placed in Scorpio, the native has a strong tendency to be mysterious in nature. Such a person is quite secretive about their doings. You never know what they are up to. What's evident is not always the truth in their case. Rahu in Scorpio also affords the native with hidden powers and mysterious knowledge. It also gives a strong intuition to the native. Rahu in Scorpio also causes health issues to the native. Rahu in this position also creates chances of accident. Such people tend to feel burdened in life. Their longevity also suffers due to Rahu in Scorpio, since it is also associated with 8th house. Such people, however, are strong and defeat enemies. They do well in research. They also earn a lot of wealth in life, but often using the wrong means. They tend to look for shortcuts in life. There is also a tendency to indulge in antisocial and criminal activities. Fields like medical and surgery often appeal to these natives.